Ms. Ruby turns 100 years old. Her family throws her a birthday party at her home in Crofts Hill, Clarendon.
Good girl.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. May this year be the best you ever had.
Yay!
The moment of celebration had arrived. The woman being celebrated, Miss Ruby, elegantly attired in black and gold, emerged from her house to a receptive audience. But what's behind the celebration? The answer is there in writing on the front of Miss Ruby's headpiece. Yes, she has made it, 100 years old.
99 and a half old.
I'm in choice, and let me tell you. Yeah, and to make you 100. Yeah.
Miss Ruby's home at Hickley District in Crofts Hill, Clarendon, was beautifully transformed into a party venue on Saturday, April 15, 2023. That's when her relatives and friends gathered to mark her 100th trip around the sun. That massive trip called for a birthday cake, and Miss Ruby had no problem cutting it.
Good girl.
Miss Ruby, whose full name is Ruby Reynolds Walters, was born to Eustace Reynolds and Ethelyn Goldsmith on Sunday, April 15, 1923. She's originally from the Bloxtonedge, Halifax area of St. Anne. Asked how life in Jamaica was while she was growing up, Miss Ruby gave this reply.
It was rough, but we have to make it as so we get it. We have to take things as our life, how everything going, rough.
While she was still very young, Miss Ruby relocated from her native parish to live with an aunt at Point Hill District in St. Catherine. She eventually met a man, Wilfred Walters, whom she wedded in 1945. Her husband is from Crofts Hill District in Clarendon, and that's how she ended up living there for decades now. Miss Ruby's husband died 25 years ago, but she still wears the wedding ring with pride and has no intention to ever put it aside. It's important to her, perhaps as much as her birthday. Miss Ruby told the Beacon that the attainment of her 100th birthday has left her feeling good.
Yes, I feel good. I didn't expect it. I must feel good.
Though Miss Ruby described her century as being unexpected, it was not previously unheard of in her immediate family. Her aunt, Laura Dixon, was also a centenarian. According to a funeral program being kept as a souvenir, Miss Ruby's aunt was 107 years old at the time she died in 2019. A constant friendship with God is what Miss Ruby pinpointed as the reason for her longevity. Asked if she is a Christian, this is how she replied.
Of course. I've tried to. I would say yes, but there's sometimes the devil come in your way. But I don't make it overcome them.
Miss Ruby has been a Christian for decades. In her more active years, she worshipped at All Saints Anglican Church in Crofts Hill. She and her husband did farming, growing mainly coffee, chocolate and sugar cane. That's how they supported their family. Their union produced 8 children, one of whom died at a tender age. The children, who spoke with the Beacon at the birthday party, said their mother was a stickler for discipline. She raised them in the church and ensured that they attended school.
My mother is a phenomenal woman. She is a mother extraordinary. She always ensures that we are well disciplined. We attend school. She was fair, firm. She instilled all the good accolades that a child would want from a mother. She's a mother in need and a mother indeed. My mother is a sort of person who, when I was attending school, she would sit with me when I was doing my homework. She would accompany me in the mornings, early mornings, to catch Doreen bus to go to school all the way in Chapelton. And my mother, each time she walks with me and she hear the bus coming, she would say, run along. And then I would go. But my mother is a loving person.
She's also a loving mother, one who always making sure that we have all the things that we need when we're growing up. And she will always provide for us, no matter how hard it is, she provides for us. She kept us clean, she sent us to school, make sure that when we actually come home from school, that she will go through our books to make sure that the things that we learn in school, that we actually can remember them. So she will go over our book continuously to make sure that we are performing in school.
Growing up with Mama was a very good experience for young people. She brought us up very good. We all go to church, we go to school, we help with the farming. She was that nice mother to grow with. She was a no-nonsense person. People in the district can tell you that she was a very quiet and respectful person.
Ms. Ruby is not only adored in her household and by her relatives. She commands strong respect throughout Crofts Hill district. The residents there speak highly of her.
Our sister Ruby, she's a loving, kind person, you know, and she encourages people to do good. You know, she go to our church, everybody love her. She make no fuss with anybody, you know, make no fuss at all with nobody, man. Sister Ruby is a very loving person.
From I was a child growing up, I have never seen Miss Ruby in contention with anyone. She has lived very well with each person that is in the neighborhood. And it's an honor knowing her, and I would love to live to see that age, still in my right mind, being able to remember everyone and also living very well with everyone that is in the community.
I know Miss Ruby from I'm a child. She's a Christian lady. We attend the same church. She's my church sister. She's a loving and caring person. She never have anything to do with anybody. She just live loving, like to smile. More time you pass her, she's attending to her flower garden. She's humble in every way you can think of. Nice lady. She's kind. She's my daughter, godmother also too. So we all love Miss Ruby in the community. Everybody love her.
Mr. Waters is very nice and quiet. You know? You were glad to know that she reached 100, and she used to sing, say she want to reach, she don't want 99 and a half, she want 100. And God help her to get 100. But she passed the 100 now. She got over the 100. So God can help her to get the next 100.
She's alright. She's nice, and she coaches with people. Everybody go look for her. That means she's a good woman in the district. Yeah, nice woman.
I know Miss Ruby since I was born, and she and my mom was very best friend. And she is such a lovely lady. I never heard she and no one in no concentration. And she always be a nice person. She's just a caring, loving, and watch her and her children them together, and everything was good. She was just beautiful lady inside out. I'm telling you, I never find no fault of this lady, and I always love her. And I remember back in the days when we didn't have much, and only she alone in the district they used to have breadfruit. And when Mom used to say, we come and buy breadfruit, and when we come and buy breadfruit, she as well say, you buy 3 breadfruit. So say, all right, see one little one here. I put this on it, you know, and I as well appreciate that, and I always remember that. And my mom used to boil the dye to make the flour, and anytime she do it, she say, oh, this back is from Miss Ruby, because they were all good friends. I'm telling you, they were good friends.
We're glad to see she live 100, man. Though she don't look like 100 at all. She had a good care. They take good care of her and the rest of the family.
And Miss Ruby is delighted about the good treatment that she has been receiving, especially from her children. Miss Ruby's first granddaughter, Nerys Bryce, is among her main caregivers.
Caring for her, it's a good experience for me. She's a very easygoing person. We spend time together, talking and laughing about just about anything. And she don't give any trouble. She's just a humble person. She just eat everything, just cook it properly. And she really, but her main food is like eating banana, yam, and all that. She don't like rice.
I love Mama Ruby all the time. She takes good care of me and my grandfather, Trevor Walters.
Okay, my name is Khalid Gray, and Mama Ruby, I've known Mama Ruby for a couple of years now. She is the mother of my stepfather, and I have grown to love this lady very much because, you know, every time we come to visit her, she always have interesting and encouraging things to say. So I just want to wish her a very happy birthday. You know, being a centurion is a hallmark. I don't know if I'll live to see that age, but I'm really happy for her, and I hope that she will continue to be blessed to see many, many more years.
Ms. Ruby still has younger siblings alive. One of her sisters, Norma Reynolds Parkinson, who attended the birthday party, recalled growing up with her. That's because their mother was about 49 years old when she died. Reynolds Parkinson stated that while she was growing up, she found her sister Miss Ruby to be gentle, loving and kind. Those traits, apparently, are still very much a part of Miss Ruby's existence. A woman of peace, she encouraged especially young people to steer clear of trouble.
What me have to tell them is you must behave yourself. And without trouble me or trouble anybody outside, try to make the trouble.
On behalf of videographer Dean Alcott, I am Horace Mills reporting from Crofts Hill District in Clarendon for the Jamaica Beacon.